One of the most controversial parts of the Inflation Reduction Act sent out by the Democrats is the nearly $80 billion in funding to the IRS. That's over the next 10 years. So it's being reported that a portion of that funding, the money, is going to go towards hiring 87,000 IRS agents. Well, Republicans now showing concern as to who these additional agents could be targeting, specifically with audits, saying that this will negatively impact middle-class Americans and even small businesses across the nation. However, the IRS commissioner put this out, rebuking these claims in a recent letter. In a quick quote, he said this: "These resources are absolutely not about increasing audit scrutiny on small businesses or middle-income Americans," end quote. Joining us to discuss what to expect from the IRS expansion is a former IRS agent and CEO of MD Sullivan, LLC. Michael Sullivan, thank you so much for coming on. Michael, thank you so much. So break this down for us, for viewers that may be watching. When you heard that 87,000 more of you at one time would be added, what went through your mind, and what does that mean?
I was really happy because my phones are going to ring off the hook, so I couldn't be any more happy. It's going to cause really for practitioners a lot more business. IRS has been on a standstill. I think what a lot of people are unaware is how antiquated IRS actually is. They run most of their system on COBOL, and that computer system was developed in 1960, and they have a hard time even getting programmers really to work on that. They have 60 platforms right now that don't even talk to each other, and they've actually stopped sending out bills for the last 6 months because there's no one to answer the phones. As far as the auditors are concerned, I tell everybody this because I'm asked this question a lot. If you cheat on your taxes, you should be concerned. If you don't cheat on your taxes, you have nothing to worry about.
Now, just to go back to clarify, so you said you're excited about it. There are many folks, as you know, that are not. Why would you be excited about more agents added?
Well, it really drives more work to the professionals. There's tax return errors. People need a tax plan. If you're a practitioner, really, there's been very little work because IRS has not sent out a collection bill in 6 months. They're wondering why the country doesn't have income. They're not collecting any more money. No one's making calls. No one's asking for any money on your tax return. There is no one to work these cases right now at IRS.
So you don't think it's protocol that could change? Or do you really think that a stadium full of people would make that change in 2022?
I think that's a really good question you ask. You've got to remember, first of all, they're not going to integrate all these people in at one time. It's going to be over a 10-year period of time. And when you take the numbers that you're looking at, half the money is going to go for operational services at IRS and development and free e-filing. So IRS is doing a lot more than just that with the money. It's just not all about auditors. Like I said, if you're a taxpayer that files a correct tax return, you really have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I'll show you this too. This is Wisconsin Republican Senator Ron Johnson tweeting this out over those concerns. He wrote this, quote, "One more example of our two-tiered system of justice. Who do you think they'll weaponize the 87,000 IRS agents against? The answer is obvious. They're political enemies." So this has obviously become a political football, as you know, and you can explain where you stand on this. But talk to me about this, how you read some of politicians carrying this out. Some are for it. Some are clearly against it.
Right. I want to tell you the 87,000 are not just for IRS auditors. I think people look at the numbers and they do whatever, in fact, they want with those numbers. There's people going into computers, answering the phones, into development. So this is not like this army. Remember, every particular side here is going to spin this really a different way. As far as where this program is going, every time there's a change of administration, as you know, I'm talking to the choir here with you. At the end of the day, they're going to do whatever they want with whatever administration is going. So we really don't know what's going to happen until after it happens. That's the reality of that.
And specifically talking about this IRS topic, we do appreciate that former IRS agent Michael Sullivan joining us live there to kind of break that down and give us a more in-depth perspective of an understanding of that. I do appreciate that.